Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Carmi here today to teach you Chapter 2, Lesson 8 for your math. And we are going to be subtracting from 4 and 5. So make sure that you have your papers for Chapter 2, Lesson 8 out ready for you and a pencil and an eraser. And then also we'll need to use for you to have a blank sheet of paper so that you can do the Common Core quick check that we're going to start with today. All right. So we see the problem. It says there are 8 bluebirds and 6 redbirds in a tree. How many more bluebirds than redbirds were in the tree? Now, boys and girls, whenever we see the phrase many more, we always think means minus. Many more means minus. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write my subtraction number sentence. So when we subtract, we always start with the highest number. So I know I have 8. Oops, that doesn't want to start. All right, I will use my pen over here. I have 8 bluebirds minus 6 redbirds, okay? And now I'm going to figure out what that equals. So 8 minus 6, I know if I am, I can always draw a picture, I can use counters for this problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a picture. So I'm going to draw my 8 bluebirds, or my 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are my 8 bluebirds. Now I'm going to cross out a bluebird for every red bird that I know I have. So I'm going to cross it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. All right. So now how many do I have left? Let me count them. 1, 2. I'm going to write that down. 2. Very good. All right. Now, there are 4 yellow fish and 3 purple fish are in a tank. How many more yellow fish are there than purple fish? Well, boys and girls, we know many more means minus. And when we subtract, we always start with the highest number. So out of my 2 numbers I have here, I have 4 and 3. 4 is my higher number. So now I have 4 yellow fish. And I have 3 purple fish, so I'm going to go minus 3. How many do I have? Well, let me draw a picture. I'm going to do my 4 yellow fish. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to cross out my one yellow fish for every purple fish I know I have. And I have 3 purple fish. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, and then I have 1 left right there. So 4 minus 3 equals 1. Very good. Super job, boys and girls. Let me erase all this. And you can go ahead and get out your math pages for Chapter 2, Lesson 8. All right. All right, so we are going to use objects to model how to subtract from 5. So, all right, boys and girls, so we are going to use objects to show how to subtract from 5. So what I need for you to do is I need you to get out 5 counters and flip them all over to the same color. So I am going to use 5 red counters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I have 5 red counters. So you should have 5 counters out in front of you, no more and no less. So what I'm going to do is now that I know I have 5 red counters, I am going to take 0 away. So if I have 5 red counters and I take 0 away, how many am I going to have left? If you said 5, you're right, because 5, oops, that doesn't want to write. So if I have 5 red counters and I take 0 away, I'm going to say 5 minus, sorry, that's messy, 0 equals 5. Now, if I have 5 red counters, and I know I'm always starting off with 5, and I take away 1, how many am I left with? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that 5 minus 1 is going to equal 4. All right, so when we subtract, we always start with the highest number, and we know we're starting with 5. So now I have 5 red counters again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to take away 2. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of 2. 1, 2. So now I know I have 5 minus 2. Oops. Equals what, boys and girls? Well, let's count how many counters we have left. 1, 2, 3. So 5 minus 2 equals 3. All right, so now I'm going to go put my 5 counters back. 2, 3, 4, 5. And this time I'm going to subtract 3 from it. So let me take 3 counters away. 1, 2, 3. So 5 minus 3 is going to equal what? 5 minus 3, is going to equal 2, because you can see there's 1, 2 up here. All right, let me get all 5 counters back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5, so I took away 0, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try taking away 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I left with? I'm only left with 1. Yeah, so 5 minus 4 equals 1. Let me see if I can squeeze this in here. So 5 minus 4 equals 1. Now, let's see what happens when we take them all away. So I'm going to have all 5 of my counters out again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 counters. Now let me take all 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I left with? If you said 0, you are right, because whenever we take away all, we're left with 0. So I'm going to put this up at the top. So 5 minus 5 equals 0. All right, good job, boys and girls. So that now you know all the different ways to subtract from 5, and you know the answers or the differences. Very good. All right, so it looks like we are at the beach. Wow, we are at the beach. Let's see what it's asking us. It says there are 4 crocodiles in a lake. 3 crocodiles get out. How many crocodiles are still in the lake? So we have 4 crocodiles in a lake. So I'm going to use my counters. 1, or my blocks. 2, 3, 4. And you can just draw circles there, okay? So now I know I have 4 crocodiles in a lake. And I know that 3 of them get out and they walk to the beach. So I'm going to say this one gets out 1, 2, 3. All right, so 3 crocodiles get out. How many crocodiles are left still in the lake? Well, look, there's only 1 left because we can count that counter. So 4 minus 3 equals 1. Super job, boys and girls. All right, let's take a look at the see and show. So go ahead and turn your paper over to see and show. All right, it says you can subtract 4 and 5 you can subtract from 4 and 5. So look at this. When you subtract 2 from 4, if you start out with 4 connecting cubes and you take away 2, you're going to be left with 1, 2. And the difference is 2. And remember, the difference means the answer in a subtraction problem. So go ahead and trace that. 4 minus 2 equals 2. Super job. All right, you can subtract 1 from 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connecting cubes, and I take away 1, and I am left with 1, 2, 3, 4. The difference is 4. I'm going to go ahead and trace that. All right, super job. Oops. All right, so now we're going to practice some different ways of subtracting from 4. All right, so why don't I go ahead and I'm going to take away 1 for number 1. So if I have 4 minus 1, how many blocks am I left with? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. So 4 minus 1 equals 3. Make sure you write that down. All right, for number 2, I have 4 connecting cubes again, and let's take away 2. All right, so I'm going to take away 2. So 1, 2. All right, how many am I left with? 1, 2. 4 minus 2 equals 2. Just like 2 plus 2 equals 4, so that's kind of like a doubles fact. All right, now I'm going to take away 3 from the purple connecting cube. So I'm going to cross off 3. 1, 2, 3. So 4 minus 3. How many am I left with? Only 1. All right, now let's take away all. So if I have 4, take away 4, 4 minus 4. What's it going to equal, boys and girls? Let's see. Do I have any cubes left? No, I don't, because we know whenever we take away all, the answer is always going to be 0. There's only one we haven't done, and that's if we have 4, and I'm going to show you on my fingers, and I take away 0. So if I have 4 and I take away 0, how many am I going to be left with? 4, because 4 minus 0 equals 4. And you know whenever you take away 0, you're always left with the original number. Super job, boys and girls. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and do the on my own for the rest of this, and then you're going to bring this back to class so that your teacher can check it on your next in-person day. Thank you for listening, my little mathematicians. Bye-bye.